welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today is Monday and I'm going to chemo today. So this will be the second week of chemo in my second month of this regimen. And if you're new to my channel, I am doing now 6 months of maintenance chemotherapy. So I'm in my second month, like I said, so this will be the second dose, and then I'll have another one next Monday if my blood counts are all good, and then I will have a week off. So I'm just waiting. My appointment's not until 3 o'clock, but I'm gonna leave at 1:30 because I live about an hour away from Toronto, and then also have to account for traffic. But this week is actually going to be kind of a busy week towards the beginning of the week. So today I have chemo, which basically takes up most of the day. It's only, like I've said before, actually getting the chemo is only about 15 minutes, but you usually have to wait for at least half an hour, and then also have to, like I said, I have to drive there and we have to drive back and all that stuff. And then tomorrow I have an appointment, online appointment with my psychiatrist, and I'm also doing my presentation at the university that I went to. They have a cancer awareness club and I am going to be the speaker. So I'm going to share my cancer diagnosis and my cancer journey up until now. And then Wednesday is actually going to be a really busy day. I have 3 appointments in Toronto. So I have my first physiotherapy / occupational therapy appointment, and that's at Toronto Rehab, which is right down the street from the hospital that I go to for my cancer treatments. And so that's at 11, and then I am seeing my radiation oncologist for a follow-up visit, and then I also have a CT scan at 4:30 on Wednesday. So yeah, it's gonna be a pretty long day. And then I think the rest of the week isn't too busy. I will have to go for blood work on Thursday, and then we have our last healing journey session. And then Friday, I think not really much planned, but pretty busy week compared to the weeks that I have had with regards to appointments and everything. But I'm excited to start the physiotherapy and that kind of thing. We're going to chemo today. Also, I did want to mention something because I shared a couple weeks ago, I'm just trying to look for it, a couple weeks ago that I made these egg muffin things in a cupcake tin, but they ended up sticking really bad to the muffin tin and it actually ruined the muffin tin. So I went to Michael's a couple weeks ago and they had all their fall stuff on clearance, and they had these pumpkin silicone molds for cupcakes or whatever, and I got those to try to make the egg things, and it actually worked really well. They didn't stick at all. So if you're going to make that recipe, I would recommend getting something silicone, and like I said, I got those on clearance. My mom made me some more of those yesterday. Oh, and then the other thing, I feel I'm very all over the place right now, but I thought I'd do a little bit of a supplement update. So because my liver they think is fine and it has to do with the blood, I've actually started using some of the supplements, and by some I mean 2 of the supplements. So one of them was the ashwagandha, which I was recommended by my naturopathic doctor to take that to help with sleep and anxiety. And I know it takes 30 days to have its full effect, but I'm thinking it's starting to kind of work. I don't know if it's placebo or whatever, but it doesn't matter. I'm sleeping better, which is a really positive thing. And then I also think it's the quilt from Barbara. I have that on my bed, and I think that's helping with my sleep as well, because I do have this, I did have this really heavy comforter, and it's kind of in the middle between kind of warm still but still cool. It's not the dead of winter, so that might be contributing. But I've been taking that, but I've only been taking that for maybe a week now, and it was okayed by my team. even if I did have an issue with my liver, it's like very gentle herb on the liver. But again, when I do talk about supplements, if you're thinking about starting a supplement, I recommend talking to your healthcare team before you start any supplements. But anyway, somebody also asked me what I do for nausea and what I take for nausea, because like I said in the last video, I can't have like medications like Gravel just because they have like sedative properties in them. And I took half a Gravel one time and I had to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. This was years ago, but I had to get up during the night to go to the bathroom, and like my whole body was so heavy, like I couldn't get out of bed. So I don't take Gravel anymore, but my oncologist did prescribe me ondansetron, and I take that if like I'm really getting nauseous. But if like I'm just starting to get a little nauseated, I have been taking this ginger supplement, which it's like it's just ginger, but like I think it's in its most potent form, I believe. And also like I don't really like the taste of ginger, so just taking like a capsule of ginger I find is better for me personally. But this actually has been helping quite a bit recently. I like take it when I start to feel like I'm getting a bit nauseous. But if I do feel really nauseated, I do take the ondansetron that's prescribed to me. It's just I don't like to take it all the time if it's just like a little hint of nausea, just because I find that it makes me dizzy and I just have a lot of like the side effects. So yeah, that's my update with the supplements.
Holding on to things that are changing me, thinking I knew it all, but now I see you showed me all that I could be, and with regret I turned, and now I don't know me. I've been running circles in my head, hiding from things left unsaid. I think I need a heart check, I think I need that conversation. I've been running circles in my head, hiding from things left unsaid. I think I need a heart check.
So it's Tuesday now, and if you can hear that noise in the background, that's actually my Cricut going. I'm making a Cricut project right now, but I thought I would film this because I actually got a package in the mail. But so actually I wanted to talk about something before I get into that package. So yesterday when I went to chemo, I had to wait longer because my oncologist didn't tell the chemo nurses that I didn't have to go for blood work last week, because I had spoke to her on Tuesday of last week and I had gotten blood work the day before that, so last Monday, and she told me that that blood work was fine, like I didn't need to do it anymore, so I could cancel my appointment at my local hospital on the Thursday, because I usually go for blood work every Thursday. I get to the chemo center and they said, "Did you not do your blood work?" And I told them the situation, and they said, "Well, we're gonna have to get a hold of your oncologist because like we can't take your word for it." My appointment was originally at 3 and I didn't get out until 4:30, and my chemo usually lasts like 15 minutes, so there's a lot of waiting and a bit frustrating. And then last night I had quite a bit of nausea, but I'm feeling a bit better today. I went for a walk. I also spoke to my psychiatrist. I'm trying to do a Cricut project, and I got this in the mail actually. So I talked about this in my last video actually, that I have a TikTok and some of my TikToks have actually been doing really well. And actually this brand reached out to me, and they are a small skincare brand that actually makes all of their products targeted for cancer patients, and patients going through chemotherapy and radiation. So depending on if you're going through radiation, they have a radiation kit. If you're just going through chemotherapy, they have a lot of products that'll help with some of the skin side effects of chemotherapy. So they asked me if I wanted to be sent some products to try them out, and then if I liked them, do a TikTok about it. But I thought I would also share it on here because I know a lot of people that watch my videos on YouTube also are going through cancer, and this company is actually based out of the States. It's in Pennsylvania, I believe. It's in Pennsylvania, and it's called Lindy Skin, and it was actually started by a woman who went through breast cancer, so she's a cancer survivor. And so I think this is like a great idea. So I thought I would show you the products in case you're going through chemo, or you know someone that's going through chemo or radiation and you're wanting some products that are specific for helping with those kind of side effects. So this is the box, and here's what it looks like inside. And here's a note. It says, "Hi Becky, it's a pleasure to meet you, and I've enclosed some products that I think you'll like. For redness, dry skin, or general skin health for your face, I've included our face serum and face moisturizer. Apply these together 2 to 3 times a day, applying the serum first. You'll notice that it absorbs fairly quickly, and you can massage it in a fairly small amount. Once it's absorbed, then apply the more emollient moisturizer over it for added moisture and a protective layer. I've also included a bottle of our body lotion. This will help with overall dry, itchy, or crepey skin and overall skin health. Apply it once or twice a day and for the truly best experience. Try applying it after a shower or bath while your skin is still damp. Finally, there's a bottle of lip balm included. It's great for dry, cracked lips, and people also love the way it works on fingernails and cuticles." Thank you so much to them. So I will show you the products. So here we go. The face serum, and it's in lavender. And I really like face serums. I've been getting into face serums recently because I find they really help. So this is what it looks like. This is the bottle. So I will definitely be trying that. And lavender is very calming and soothing for the skin. And then we have the face moisturizer, which it says Renew Replenish. This is the package. And this is the moisturizer. Really like the packaging. It feels very luxurious. And here's the lip balm, which I've been finding like my lips are so dry, like I always have to have a lip balm near, and now it's getting into winter, so it snowed here the other day, which is actually crazy. Here is the lip balm. Excited to try that out, and that's kind of cool that people use it on their cuticles and stuff. I get like pretty dry cuticles. And then the last product is their body lotion. So it says Soothe. Let's see what it smells like. Okay. Ooh, that smells really good. It's giving me like a almost citrusy, fruity, but like very minimal, but still very, very pleasant. That smells good. I'm excited to use that. So if Lindy Skin, or if anyone from Lindy Skin is watching this, thank you so much for all of these products, and I will also leave a link down below if you are a cancer patient or you know someone that is a cancer patient and you want to check out some of their products. But I will let you know how I like these products when I try them. So I just had dinner, and later tonight I have my presentation that I'm doing at my university for the Cancer Awareness Club. But I thought I would show you what I made for dinner. I made this chicken fried rice with a whole bunch of different vegetables, just like what I had in the fridge. So there's carrot, zucchini, bell pepper, mushrooms, I think that's all the vegetable components. And then there's chicken, 2 eggs, and the rice is actually riced cauliflower that I got from Costco. I thought I would show you the silicone molds that I was talking about that I couldn't find, but I actually found them. So I got these from Michael's on the clearance section. So that's what I've been making those egg bites with. That's what we made them with the other day, and it worked really well. We still did spray them with some avocado oil spray, but they popped right out.
Even though you needed a new lover, even though you feel like you should move on, you know that I still love you like no other. There's a reason that you shouldn't bother trying to find another, trying to find some kind of time of going under. You know I'm still your lover, and I'm here and I'm trying to plead, and you're pushing me away, but
So I just finished up at my first physiotherapy / occupational therapy appointment, and it went pretty well. Both my occupational therapist and physiotherapist, their names are Mary, so I got 2 Marys, and they were really nice, and they just did a physical assessment, and I'm thinking, they said I want to do at least 6 weeks, so I'm going to try and get appointments on Mondays because that's when I have my chemotherapy. But I'm just waiting for my next appointment. What'd you do on your break?
My break?
Uh-huh.
Had a Krispy Kreme donut and went pee.
Good plan. What Krispy Kreme did you have? The caramel one?
Yeah.
Yum.
even though you needed a new lover, even though you feel like you should move on, you know that I still love you like no other. That's the reason that you shouldn't bother trying to recover when you're trying to keep it undercover. You know that I will always be your lover, and you ain't never gonna find another that's like me. Can't nobody be like me, can't nobody ever me everything, you know I'm.
So today is Thursday, and I don't even think I really updated you on Tuesday of how my presentation went. So I did a presentation about my cancer journey for the Cancer Awareness Club at the university that I went to, and it was virtual and everything, and that went really well. There was quite a few people that showed up, and I got a lot of good questions. And then yesterday, as you would have saw, the last time I updated was after my physiotherapy, occupational therapy consult. So they just did the physiotherapy assessment, and then my next appointment will be the occupational therapy consult and assessment, and then I will also have a session of physiotherapy. But that went well, and I'm feeling hopeful about that. And then I saw my radiation oncologist, and he actually did a pelvic exam, and he said everything looks good down there, and I was telling him about the bleeding that I had, and then that it stopped, and that they weren't able to feel anything, and he did a rectal exam and he couldn't feel anything, and he said if it comes back then we might need to get a doctor to do a scope, like a colonoscopy, but he said at this point, because it stopped, we're not going to worry about it, so at least there's a plan, and hopefully it doesn't happen again. And then I had my CT scan, and then I got to go home, and today I'm actually feeling very tired. Yesterday was a super long day. We left my house at 9:30 and we got home at like 6:30, so it was a pretty long day. A lot of waiting and a fair bit of walking around the hospitals. I had to go to 2 hospitals yesterday, and I was super tired last night. I went to bed at like 10 o'clock, which I haven't been going to bed that early in a long time, and I almost like slept 12 hours, which I know my body probably needed it, but I'm still super tired. But I also had a healing journey session today, and I went for blood work, so I'm gonna look later and see if that's up yet to see if I can go for chemo next Monday. But I got a package and I thought I would show you what I got. And it's from Amazon, so I don't know who it's from. Ooh. So it says, use on days of health and happiness from Big Mall CA. That's what the note looks like. And the gift is these Pilot juice pens, which I've heard a lot about, and I am very excited to try those out. So if you did send this to me, please let me know so I can thank you in the comments. But I am very excited to use this, and there's quite a few colors. There's 12 different colors, and they're 0.38 millimeter. Ooh. So thank you so much to whoever sent this to me. Well, I don't think I'll be having chemo on Monday because my platelets have dropped quite a bit. They were 55 today, and the last week they were in the 70s, I believe. But anyways, I don't think she's gonna let me have chemo. And also my hemoglobin is dropping. So it was in 96 last week. And this week it is 82, which still isn't awful, terrible, but it's dropping. And the last time I had a blood transfusion it was 80, so I don't know what they're gonna do about that. And did I say my bilirubin also increased again? Because the last time I spoke with my oncologist, she was saying the bilirubin, even though it's like increasing, like my hemoglobin was stable, but now it's dropping again. And I mean, that could be the chemo, but also with the bilirubin increasing even more, I don't know. But we'll see what she says tomorrow, because I have a phone call with her tomorrow. And she said this at the beginning, like if I had to skip a chemo when I like actually go and get the IV phenteralbine, she said as long as I can stay on the oral cyclophosphamide, then that's okay. So I'm a bit disappointed, but maybe it'll be good to have a rest, because then after that week, I don't know if she'd give it to me that week after, or we would just skip that week. I'm not sure, but we'll see tomorrow. Guess what? So it's Friday morning now, and I got an email from my oncologist. She has a family emergency, so she can't call me today, but I can't go for chemo on Monday because, like I said, my counts were low, which is kind of what I was expecting. But that sucks because, well, it sucks kind of in the way that I just, want to get it and get it over with. But like I said before, she said at the beginning that if I miss an IV phenteralbine here and there, like, it's not that big of a deal. So I guess I need that extra week for my body to recuperate. And like I said, my hemoglobin was low, and I've been feeling pretty tired the last couple of days, and I don't know if it's still Wednesday catching up with me, but that's the update. But I am going to probably do some Cricut stuff today because I haven't really been able to do a lot of crafting projects, and I actually haven't been able to do any scrapbooking or anything like that. So I'm hoping with this week off that I will be able to do more of that stuff, because it does make me happy. It's just I've been dealing with a lot of stress and everything, and I know that this is good for me to do to relieve some of that stress. And also I am making some Christmas presents, but maybe I'll include a little bit of that in the next vlog. but I won't be able to show every Christmas present because obviously my mom and a lot of my family and stuff, they watch my videos, so then it wouldn't be a surprise. But I will show you as much as I can, and I think I'm gonna just end off the video here. If you liked it, please give it a like, and also subscribe to my channel if you're not already. It really helps me out, and I will see you in the next video.